Let's just check out my old Tempest fleet issue. How do I, okay, double click? No. Oh, yes, there we go. So double click. We have now switched to my beautiful Tempest fleet issue. Let's look at fitting. Oh, look at this new model. That is so fucking sexy. Oh, make this bigger. No, can't. Oh man, look at that. I don't like that they changed the solar panels. The Tempest fleet issue used to have vertical solar panels that made it distinguishable from the regular Tempest, other than the camo paint job, which oftentimes, let's face it, on a Minotaur Rust Bucket, you can't see the camo paint jobs and Eve. I mean, a lot of people play from the damn tactical map and they don't even see shit models, but this is damn sexy. The new Tempest model is awesome. Very nice, very nice. So what we've got, as you can actually see, are guns, which are artillery, Tech 2 artillery with faction ammo. Very nice. And we have 2 cruise missile launchers, which I wish I could get closer, but that's cool. Looks like the missile launchers actually have a little graphic now, instead of and hopefully the missiles actually fly out of there instead of just random points on spaceships like they used to. So fitting, okay, we have high slots. High slots are where all your weapons and tractor beams, anything that directly interacts with shit outside of your ship, goes in a high module. Okay, so guns, tractor beams, mining lasers, anything that directly interacts with outside objects. Your mid slots are either your shield tank, and by tank we mean that's how you absorb and mitigate damage, or they are utility slots, like I have cap rechargers to keep my ship with energy, keep up the energy. I probably built this ship back when cap stable was the thing, before I knew any better. Which basically means your ship can run all active modules and never run out of energy. But that actually tends to be bad, and I think they've engineered the game to discourage that. No, not frown on cap stable ships. But you also use utility things like a sensor booster. This helps me lock on and increases my max targeting range, and then a tracking computer helps my guns track better. Down here we've got gyro stabilizers, which increase my damage and firing rate, I believe. And then here's my armor tank, which right now is thermic and EM. So I was probably fighting a Mar. Damn Mar bastards. And a large armor rep 2. Rigs are something they added a while back, which permanently, well, okay, they're not permanent. You can destroy them or remove them, but they get destroyed. So rigs, like once you put them in, if you take them out, they go away. Rigs will alter the base stats of a ship. So large capacitor control circuit does what? What does this do? Affects my capacitor recharge time. So it's 3 more slots that can affect your ship status. Auxiliary nano pumps increase the amount of hull points 1 active repetition of my large armor repair can do. So boost my armor repair. And I have artillery. So it tells me I have Tech 2, that's the little 2 orange thing in the corner of the icon. 1200mm artillery cannon 2. So it's Tech 2. I have Republic Fleet ammo, which is better than regular Tech 1 ammo that anybody can make or buy or sell. Then I have my fall off range, my optimal range. As you can see, my fall off range is huge because Minotaur projectile weapons or artillery fight in fall off range. Damage per second, which really means crap, honestly. And then damage caused. So right now, loaded with EMP ammo, that would be my volley damage or one gun. Nah, it can't be one gun. I don't know, but that's obviously I'm doing more EMP damage, a little explosive damage, and a little teeny bit of kinetic damage. Here I have an Arbalest cruise launcher, good piece of equipment. There's named Tech 1 stuff, which you can only get from loot drops, and there's always a best name, like for missile launchers, it's Arbalest. For cannons, for projectile guns, I don't remember what it is. But they're always really expensive because their fitting is better, which means they take up less power grid and less computer processing power to put on your ship than a Tech 2 or even base Tech 1 sometimes, and their stats are just better. But you can only get them from loot drops, so they're expensive. More expensive than Tech 2 stuff. But not necessarily better than Tech 2 as far as damage output. It's, like I said, it's a myriad of things. Fitting and damage and all that. And skills required to use them. Tech 2 requires skill investment, much more so than a Tech 1. So that's fitting, basically in a nutshell. Here we have blue with CPU. I'm only using 84% of my CPU, but power grid I'm pushing to the max at 97.5% of available power grid. And then it's got my capacitor, see, stable. It actually tells you stable capacitor, which means I can turn on all my guns. Projectile weapons don't use capacitor, missile launchers don't use capacitor, but these two modules here would use capacitor as they ran in the large armor rep, and these two active armor hardeners would use energy, and I would be cap stable. But it's a terrible, I'm sure now the ship would get destroyed even in a level 4 mission because this is just bad. Bad. Used to be good, now it's bad. So let's ships. Okay, so this is a Tech 2 battleship. Estimated price, see, 951. We saw in this region that I'm in, your market can only go region wide, which kind of sucks. You cannot see across the universe in Jeddah unless you're in Jeddah or the region that Jeddah is in. Jeddah is the biggest market hub in the game. But we can see that in Minotaur space, these ships are selling for 1.5 billion ISK, so totally undervaluing my ship. Double click. Give it a second. Close. So beautiful. Let's enter ship hangar. Oh, look at this motherfucker. Oh my god. That is fucking amazing. Oh, it's so gorgeous. You have no idea how awesome this is. Compared to what these ships look like when I played. Oh man, that is beautiful. Wow. Just wow, man. Oh my gosh. What is that little logo? Is that the corporation that made the ship? Huh. Beautiful. Okay, see on this this Tempest, we have 8 hard points again, but there's only 4 gun slots because this is a Marauder, and I have 3 utility slots with tractor beams in there if we could, but we can't zoom in that far. These are tractor beams, or like 2 tractor beams and a salvager maybe. Fitting. Yes, 2 tractor beams and a salvager for salvaging wrecks. When you blow up a ship, it leaves a wreck. You tractor it into you, then you put your salvagers on it, and your salvagers will recover usable materials from the wrecks, which then can be sold or used to make stuff. Marauder is basically a PvE player versus environment dreadnought. It's based on the same principles, where you don't actually have that many guns, but the ship itself gives you like 100% damage bonus to those guns. So it's like having 8 guns, but you only have 4, which means you're doing twice the damage with half the ammo, which is good for mission runners, using half the ammo, especially when you're using expensive ass ammunition like I am, fleet ammo. Marauders apparently have been added a slot, which my ship, I used to have only 7 slots, now I have 8. You can see I have an extra large shield booster 2, a Caldari Navy shield boost amplifier, which is a faction level shield boost amplifier. I have faction and vulnerability fields, so I have a lot of money in this. It's not like a $3 billion ship, but it's expensive. Well, maybe it is actually. But some mission runners, they want to be so efficient at running missions that they will spend. There's probably Marauders out there worth 3 times this much, because they will have like a $2 or $3 billion shield booster, $2 or $3 billion. The Caldari Navy one is cheap. It's the pirate loot like this. Dreadgaristas Adaptive. Dreadgaristas is a pirate band. This is like the lowest tier pirate looted invulnerability fields. Probably 350 million ISK when I bought them, something like that. But still better than Tech 2. You know, people would have faction everything. Faction loot, everything. You know, like I said, they'll spend a couple $1 billion on a shield booster, and then the amplifier to match, and then the invulnerability fields, which I don't remember what the most expensive ones are. Dreadgaristas, I don't remember, it's been so long. Oh, but you can see my capacitor depletes. If I turn everything on, my capacitor depletes in 1 minute and 55 seconds. But that's okay, because this ship is supposed to have super high resistances on its shield, and so that I only turn on the shield booster once, turn it off, get 1 cycle, get a massive amount of HP boost, and then soak up some more damage over time, turn it on again, turn it off. Cap stable is crap. I'm actually kind of glad they got rid of cap stable tanks, or discouraged them. Oh. So this video is probably getting long, but we got to talk about this ship, because this is my bread and butter. It's my baby, and it's so goddamn sexy now. Holy shit. So I need to probably cut this video and then find out how to refit this ship with a new module called a Bastion module, which once again is derived from dreadnoughts that have a siege module, which let's go ahead and look it up, because I need to buy one anyways, because I think that's really the only way these ships work now. Market. We don't want blueprints. We want ship equipment. Oof, I don't even know where to look. Fleet assistance. No. Engineering equipment. Reactor control, capacitor, energy capacitor. No. Ship modifications. These are rigs. Subsystems are for tier 3. Oh man, I don't. Tier 3? Yeah, low-key defensive. Yeah, that's for tier 3 or tech 3 ships. Special edition assets. What is that? Special edition apparel. Oh, maybe that's gonna be the noble market where you pay all the microtransaction stuff. Infantry gear. Oh, that's cool. So you can buy Dust 514 stuff. I don't know. Let's just Bastion. Or is it in the game yet? Ship equipment. Bastion Module 1. Oh. Okay, so Bastion Module 1. Here we go.